B-Bad and Brandon.
Oh, shut. I'm busted with my What do you reckon? If this is, would you you wouldn't call this a sandwich right now, would you?
What do you mean?
Because it's just on top. There's no second layer.
That's an open sandwich.
Open cut. But now we have a sandwich.
This is some riveting stuff here.
Mm-hmm. That's what I think anyway. You can make it a sandwich.
You can make anything a sandwich.
You can make anything a sandwich.
You fold pizza over itself and it's a sandwich.
It's a pizza sandwich.
Which is one of the best sandwiches you can ever have.
That's one of the confronting questions. If you had 2 lasagnas, right?
Yes.
And you put them on top of each other.
Mm-hmm.
Same container. You take one out of that one container and you put it into the other container. Now do you have 1 lasagna or 2 lasagnas?
Lasagna or 2 lasagnas. Well, lasagna finishes on like the cheesy kind of extra top layer, so.
But it just starts again.
Yeah, but it depends how you make it, because I've recently dabbled into making lasagnas, and quite well, I might add, just for everyone listening. And I think it'd still be 2 lasagnas, because the way I make it is I use a white sauce instead of a cheese sauce in between.
Yep.
So it's going to be a slightly different endpoint with the cheese on top. So that's how I know I've finished the lasagna.
But then there's more, and then there's cheese on top.
True.
So it's like 1 lasagna now. One big one.
But then there's 2 separate ones that become a lasagna sandwich.
Mega lasagna. I remember having a debate with Luke Polly on the internet about it. He was convinced it was 2.
I'm going to side with Luke because he is an engineer.
Yeah, he engineered it, but I think you just add more layers. It's now 1 mega lasagna.
Do you like eggplant lasagna?
I'd get around that. Eggplant's delicious.
Fucking oath.
You know what else you can do with eggplant? Put it in the air fryer.
I haven't tried air fried eggplant.
Little salt, done. Just there.
I've been air frying asparagus with a little bit of salt and garlic.
Oh, get around that. How long?
It's 7 minutes at like 180.
Nice.
Comes out crispy and just perfect.
Yeah, we did Brussels sprouts this week.
Ooh.
Brussels sprouts, red onion, garlic, salt, pepper, of course.
Red onion?
Balsamic. Yep.
Yeah, that would be
Put it all in the drawer, give it one of those, and you're fucking ready. That was some tatty mash and a protein. We had pork choppies that night.
How did you pull up from comp?
I put up good, bro. No red line squat. That's the secret.
Yeah.
That's the secret. I called it gentleman's powerlifting. I did it in 2 instead of doing 3.
What do you mean?
And seconds only.
Oh,
I didn't do
right.
3rd attempt.
Not on the bench either?
Nah, did it in 2. I knew where I was at.
Yeah.
I knew where I was at. But particularly on the bench, I knew I wasn't worth more than 150, maybe 152, but fuck, who cares about 152? That's not really important. Yeah, I just hit 150. I hit it in training. I knew I would hit it a little bit better in training. It was a bit grindy in training. I know what I'm good for. So 40, 50 and done. And that's, man, I quite enjoy that way. I mean, I had clients lifting with me as well. So it kind of meant I could enjoy them lifting thirds, which is, that's the fun one, right?
100%.
I could do my 2, still have my fun of competing, get around that second, and could get there and fire up the boys.
It's funny. I don't think I've taken a 3rd attempt bench in my last 4 competitions.
Yeah, I don't think you need to. Like, if you're chasing, like for me, my example would be maybe I could press 152, but my cost would be my right shoulder's pretty unstable. I'm going to push forward. I'm going to jack up my trap and a bunch of other muscles that I really don't want jacked up when I go to deadlift, and it's going to cost me deadlift.
100%.
Yeah. Plus, I also then, you've peeled off after that second bench. You've got a whole flight of extra time to get ready. Hi, Jelly. Say hi.
Hello, Jelly.
She's making coffees. And you've got all that extra time to prepare, particularly if you're in a quick comp. If you're doing a 2-flight comp, that's fucking clever.
Agreed.
Like while everyone else is fucking around, you could be eating some food.
100%. I think for me personally, it's like, as you said before, you know where your bench is at. I've always got a PR on my 2nd attempt. So, why push a 3rd that I know that's going to be grindy and could fuck my back up for deadlifting.
Yeah.
So I mean, personally, like I
For what, 2.5 kilos that you could cost 10 or 20 or
yeah,
whatever on a Deddy.
on a Deddy for
Yep.
sure. So
Yep.
and like a 2.5 kilo PR on a bench for me, I know is fucking huge.
Mm.
The amount of work I have to put in to get a 2.5 kilo bench would be equivalent to someone else's 5-10 kilo PR. It's fucking crazy. Good work, these long arms.
Handy for
But
deadlifts.
fucking oath they are. No, it's good though. I love that
I
that
think it's
kind
a
of
nice comp strategy.
idea.
I've used that for many people.
Mm.
Do it in 2 if you can, and then you've got more time just to chill the fuck out.
Especially for something like deadlifts, which is gonna like a
Yeah.
lot of people will hype up for and expel energy before they even get to the bar.
Yeah. I mean, I know for me, like the comp I did on the coast, it was 2 flight comp.
Yeah,
So
right. So it
like,
was quick.
and it was girls and boys, and the girls are lifting a little bit less and pretty similar weight, so their flight went real fast.
Yeah.
Like, if I didn't do it in 2, I wouldn't have had time to eat my sandwich, which wouldn't have already fucking blacked out on my second. I probably would have blacked out on my first attempt. So I didn't have any snackies on board.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, fuck, you just get that extra time to eat food. It's good.
And the end of like after the comp on the weekend, it kind of reflected like a lot of people don't, and it's probably more of a question for a qualified dietitian, but
I'm a sandwich-tician.
yeah, like you don't see many people eating that much though. Like it's quick lollies, quick digesting carbs and stuff, and I'm like, that doesn't really make me feel like I've got anything in my stomach.
No, I want food in there. Particularly the comp of Valhalla. That's a big day. That's a 4 flight comp.
That was a
Very
big, they were
hot
very big
environment.
days.
How the fuck do you go? Look, man, if it was a normal day, like just a Monday for you, how the hell would you go from 9 a.m. till 6 p.m. at night running on lollies,
Yeah, does that
let
make
alone trying to
sense?
move weight?
I do like the sandwich option because it's quick. Again, you
Mm.
can easily digest it and make you feel good.
Yeah, that's
Always
it. I
got
like. Yeah, I find sandwich. One I had success with was coconut rice as well. I found that pretty easy. I want
that's high calorie too.
something that's palatable. We could use the fancy word. I want something that's palatable and enjoyable because
Mm.
I find you don't have too much appetite. Well, I don't anyway. Um, yep.
Gosh, no. Well,
Mm,
not when you're pushing that limit.
sorry.
You got caffeine running through your system. If you're an enhanced lifter, you've got
Yep.
drugs
Plus
running through
stress
your
and anxiety.
system. You got possibly anti-inflammatories, everything that's gonna decrease your appetite. So I understand the thinking.
Nah,
Yeah, you got to get some quick foods
nah.
in, but I
Yeah,
just
fuck,
don't.
you'd be the same
Me personally,
with
never
your
respond well to just
with your
lollies.
tummy issues.
I need
You
something a
don't
bit more
eat a lot.
solid
Well, I don't eat a lot of that stuff anyway. So
and hydrate.
if I start punching lollies, I'll fucking stomach you upside down.
Bro, a lot of my tummy issues are done. Bro, I ever since I took those, went to that like fucking what's it called? Center of Digestive Disease in Sydney. Had a consult with them, and just over the phone, they sent me up 3 different
Oh,
antibiotics.
what'd you have in there? You have a bug?
And 10 days later, man,
Parasite?
I've been eating foods I haven't eaten in years.
Mm,
Some bacteria.
yep.
I don't know if it was a parasite or a bacteria, but it's quite common in a lot of people. Some people it won't affect their
Yep.
gut health at all. Like apparently, a lot of
Unlucky
60% of
40.
the population have this, and they can get on with life. I was part of the 40% that just couldn't.
Nasty.
And
Tastes good.
yeah, I know, right? But they gave me these 3 antibiotics, and it was like the harshest 10 days of my life. I didn't. Don't taste
Ooh.
them, just wash it down. But it changes, your sense of smell, the taste of food.
Mm.
You get insomnia. Like it was the worst 10 days. But I'll do it
You
all
have a prawn
again
sandwich,
if I had to, purely to go. Like I can eat prawns now for the first time in nearly 8 years.
bro.
I could. I could have
Ooh,
a
yeah.
prawn sandwich. I've never had a prawn sandwich.
Do a prawn
But do you
sandwich.
know how good it was
Because you know
eating
you got a
seafood
mad fish
pasta
and
again?
you can go to mad fish shop on
Fucking oath. But yeah, like
North
my
Link Parade.
Northlink. Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, not like
I've gone
fish
up
and
there a
chipper.
couple of
Like I
times.
mean
They are good. The
like
only thing is
like
their
buy
portion
fresh
size is
fish.
really small.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I've been there a few times, but yeah, the portion
Their
size. Last
salmon's
time I
next
went,
level there.
I was like eating 2 or 3 packets of salmon or barramundi at a time
Mm.
because it just wasn't enough. It's so good.
Yeah, it's
And
delicious.
they got the
I've been there
sashimi
a few
salmon.
times after training there. Well, it's not
So
always
damn. I
open.
might
It's
go
got
there
weird
today.
hours.
Mm.
Yeah, because they
Yeah,
just
because
come in, and
they
every week's a
literally
bit
like
different too.
get it. I know Fridays and Saturdays it's always fresh as
Yeah,
fuck.
yeah. Actually, I need to go there because
Yeah,
you can air fry some salmon
yeah,
as
which
well.
is
That is
exciting because you
delicious in
never
air
really
fryer.
know what they've got. I have done air fried salmon, but I do
Yeah.
prefer searing it on the
What in
stove
the air
top
fryer?
first and then oven baking it. I did some barramundi last night actually. That was really good. No,
Mm.
no, seared it on the pan and then baked it in like alfoil with lemon juice, salt, and thyme. Put that in, put a lemon wedge of lemon in
Barbecue.
it, and then
Nice.
just baked it like that. So then when you open up that
Is
packet, I've done that on the barbecue
all of
before
your
as well.
are all
That's
your
really
animals
good.
back lifting this week, mate, or have you given them a week off?
Fucking oath. God, I'm actually eating like I just ate so much food.
Ooh, nice.
Depending who they are, so some had a like anyone who was carrying some
Yep.
niggles into comp had a full week off, and then and they'll
Yep.
just move it home with some prehabby stuff.
Sick.
And then
Good.
anyone who's like pretty fresh
Good.
still,
Yeah, then
we
they
had a
can
lot of
start
them
working
show
on the
up
next thing.
Wednesday for another sesh, which was good, and then just get back into the trenches.
Yep.
100%. So we've got a few locked in already for another novice comp early next year, and then GPC
Mm.
states, like all the
Did
dates for the
did
GPC
anyone
calendar have
qualify
been
for Pro Raw off that
announced.
weekend?
We've got a few, obviously Pro Raws
Maybe not.
March.
Don't know.
We got them up.
Yep.
Uh, yeah, no, like they could do the sleeves, but their total was apparently good enough. Just all
Yep.
spots are
Yep. Yep.
filled at Pro Raw. So I mean, we've got a big team. I think we've got about 9 or 10 going down anyway. So and like
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
across the 4 days, it's going to be pretty hectic now anyway. Well, I think I'll arrive
No old dogs. No single lift.
the Thursday anyway because I don't have anyone myself doing
What
old
about
dogs.
You could get
No old
What's his
dogs.
name?
No old dogs.
Get
Just
him on the podcast. Is he over 50?
some.
Bryce. Is it Bryce? Yeah. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, yeah.
Who?
Is he be over 50?
Bryce Cleary. He's been on that potty.
Oh, that's sick.
I think he is, but he's over in the States
Damn.
doing the Olympia again. Yeah, he just did another fucking Olympia, the
Message him.
motherfucker.
Say, hey, what's up?
I haven't seen anything of how
Legend.
he went though.
Where'd you
I
go?
want to
Let's
actually.
go do old dogs.
You reminded me.
Yeah, well, I got Pete doing old dogs.
Oi, come back and
Yeah,
talk.
that'll be fun. That'll be fun. Yeah, I'll just imagine all the fucking banter at the fucking warm up room.
Fucking alright. That's gonna be
between
it's
all
gonna be a
those-
pretty decent comp
Those
too.
old men, old women. He probably doesn't have the internet to know
I
that
would
it exists.
love Terrence
Yep.
Titus to go down and do old dogs. He's got Facebook, but I don't know how often he would actually utilize its
He tells me he is.
reach and
Yeah, he
purpose.
drove up the He was there on the weekend.
Is he doing
made the
Daddy
drive
only?
up on Saturday to come watch some of the comp. Fucking legend. Yeah, he's got he just came up to see us lift, which was cool. But he's like, yeah, I'll be there. Yeah, you
Fuck
guarantee
yeah,
it.
He's such a.
Off a squat bar.
He's already probably
Yeah, so hopefully, man, I'd love to see
300 from
fucking
deficit
Griffin
with
full 300
fucking
or
a
something.
squat bar. Fuck,
Yeah, he'd be fired up. He inspires me.
it's always the best comp just to watch him. Oh, 100%. And like so many people, you'll talk to. I'm sure I don't know if you're probably better at talking about the history of powerlifting in Fortitude, but I know for a lot of people like here that
Yeah,
are
you
new to the
gotta-
sport, I'll mention
Well-
Titus's name and they don't know who he is, and I'm
Exactly
like,
right. You gotta
what do
learn
you
some of the
mean?
Past.
That is a
Just go
fucking
go
god
sit
of this
down with Titus.
sport.
He'll teach you. He'll teach you the past.
Yeah,
Well,
like, and
yeah,
just
you
his
need some time
influence
for
over
that
the sport,
conversation.
bruh.
Go book an
You-
chiro appointment with him.
Yeah, you'll need to block out half a day
And a
at
story
least.
and a lesson. Yeah. Yeah.
and you'll get an adjustment and a and a
Yeah, he's
story
gonna
and
give you what
history.
you're not necessarily gonna
The
get what you want.
history, not the history you want, the
One of my
history you
boys, bless
need.
his cotton socks, he was there on the weekend helping wrap. One of my other guys, his
Nah.
back's been a bit sore, and he must have just been shooting the shit with Titus, and Titus was like, "Oh, come here!" It just fucking snap, crack, and pops him completely unsolicited. That would have been a classic example of, hey, my guy may or may not have wanted it, but he was given it. Mm,
Yeah,
just crack,
I
crack, and
love
bros.
that. The
Crack,
old
crack.
fucking. He's so old school, Cairo, and I'm like just
Mm.
literally up
He
against
had
the
me adjust
wall,
him in a
fucking
comp once.
pretty much punch you in the chest to pop a rib
Yeah,
back in,
I had to adjust his shoulder.
whatever. Those were the
He goes, Johnny, shoulder. It's
really.
sore. I need you to adjust it for me. I was like, what?
That's amazing.
I don't have to fucking do that, Titus. He's like, no, show you. Come here. I'm fucking bear hugging him. And he's moving my hand in the right place. And he's like, go. I was like, go what? He's like, crunch. I was like, Runk. It literally felt like the shoulder go, oh, dunk, dunk. I was like, oh. I don't ever want to do that again, Terrence. Meanwhile, I was trying to like get in the
What an
headspace to
honor.
lift weight. I was like, this is really not helping my mindset right now. Get ready,
That's
competition's coming.
sick. Yeah. Did you see on I'm not sure, GBC Australia's Facebook page, they did this like which one Wednesday, whatever it is, like I'm pretty
Oh
sure it's
yeah,
just Marcos fucking posting on that page now. Talking about powerlifting, like which is some of the greatest battles in
fuck.
history. I don't know if you saw that, and like there was I think Laura Scrow versus Jen Smith, Critter versus Les Grills, Ricky Goodyear versus Nathan Jones, and forgive me, I can't remember the other one.
Mm.
I don't think the
I think
new
most of
like
those names,
Ricky
except
Goodyear and
for
Nathan Jones had some of the best
Laura
battles
and
in
Jen Smith,
history
nobody
in
would know who they
powerlifting.
are. Very unlikely. They would only maybe know them because people like Marcos would
No.
probably post some old results from. But even someone like
Oh,
Critter,
like
example, like, he's only been out for a little bit, a few years, right? No one would know who he is.
yeah.
Yeah, pre-COVID sort of stuff. Even if, mate, I tell you what, if you walk
Yeah,
past him in the
like I
street,
think
you
his
wouldn't even
last
know
comps
who
were
he is. He's got no
2019.
more beard.
That
He's a
Pro
funny
Raw.
looking fella. I was like, who's that guy? You're not really Critter. What'd you do with Critter?
I know. I saw that photo he posted this morning. He's a fuck. He was like,
Yeah,
I don't think like he scored a
yeah.
305 at
An
under
800.
80,
That's the gold standard of
and
80s
then
in Australia,
pulled
right?
310 under 80.
He got 800. Well, Critter did do 10 times body weight. Maybe he went 750 at
No, I
50
don't think he went 800. I think
75.
Les Grills went 800.
Yeah, maybe. So Les did it as an 80.
Yeah, it was at 67, and then he did it at 75s as well.
Yep.
Yeah. I think Pat Morrison was the first to do it at 80.
I think he's got 900, but he weighed more than
And then
90.
I don't know if Pat Morrison's done it at 90s. Has he gone 900 at 90?
Yep. Yep.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, he would have done the
He
90
did go over
against
900.
Stenzel.
It was that same comp. Stenzel nearly went 900.
Mate, you won't even know who Stenzel is now. He's the massage guy
Fuck, but
at
they even like
Accent, right?
Stenzel and Pat Morrison. They were some of the great battles.
Yeah, well, he posted something on the onlines the other day,
Yeah,
saying something about on
I'd
the
love to see
onlines,
him come
hoping
back
about a deadlift PR. I saw the sumo video, him pulling some
on the
effortless
onlines.
310s. I have heard a
I saw that.
rumor that he wanted to do the deadlift comp at the end of the year, but still awaiting his entry. If anyone's listening who knows the stands later, just tell him to message me. We'll get him sorted. We'll get him in there. Yeah, let's get. Yeah, let's pull some.
I
Pull
might
some
message
fucking
him right
daddies,
now.
bro.
Actually,
See what
I'm
you
literally
got.
doing that right now. Matthew Stenzel. Hey, bro. I heard you're doing
Send one to Thomas Lee while you're at it. Although we got him on next week,
deadlift
we'll
comp.
fucking just bully him into the
That's
comp.
sick. I'm also about to message
Yeah, a little
Tombro7.
group chat.
Where is it? Tombro7 and Johnny. Yeah,
Perfect.
when I opened
Learning
this
wins
group
and
chat the
days
other
now.
week, it was literally just us talking about him doing the deadlift comp from last time.
Not my fault you hurt your neck.
Yeah, fuck, that was funny. Hey, Tom. Johnny said you put your entry in for deadlift comp.
Rip in. Let's get that 400 single ply. Let's go.
Fucking keen to see you rip
It's excellent.
in.
Yeah, you're going to be there anyway. You might as well lift.
I love what we do at this time of year.
Yeah, it's an interesting
Just
venue. I was
bully
there
people
yesterday
into
looking
competing.
for the three-phase power outlets. Found
That's
it,
too
so
funny.
very good. Yeah, we need it for things that I can't tell you about. As I'm searching for it, I had to move past all the syringes that were floating around because it's somewhat of an unused area. Yeah, it's different things. Different things, you know.
Well, it's used clearly, just not for.
Yeah, it's all right. We had to have a chat to the organisation that provides that place, and they have said they'll have a nice little thorough cleanup before we get to use the space. So you might need a hazmat team.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, perfect. Nah, it looks good. It's gonna be fucking sick.
Yeah, we'll just get Jamie back in there. He used to clean.
Do some very cool visuals. I think particularly with having Neil, the powerlifting photographer, taking some sick photos. There's gonna be a lot of new fucking Facebook and Instagram profile pics on fucking December 11, that's for sure. Or whenever the hell Neil gets me the photos. It might take him a bit more than a day. Give him 7. Yeah, I was gonna. That'll take. It's over 100 already. It's easy.
Yeah, there's gonna be a few lifters.
Yeah, I'm be getting naked. I'm gonna be held accountable to that.
Really?
I said public.
Doesn't that mean you're
I
doing
said
some nude
privately to Jamie. I was like, just a chat. We were just talking the shit. I was like, dude, I think comp. I don't know at the point. Maybe we're at 80. I was like, maybe we could get to 100. So, but if we go 100, I'll run naked around the fucking event. And then he fucking screenshots it and shares to everyone. And now, like, all my clients, everyone at Fortitude, like, we're going to see you naked. Jamie shared it. I was like, I'm doing it. Well, if you want, I'll get naked now. But I said, I'm probably going to do that after the event, just when like everyone's gone home. Just keep it PG, you know? We don't need the kiddies to see that. Exactly. As I explained to liquor licensing when they rang me yesterday, and we had a nice conversation around the event.
It's a family event, yeah.
We discussed how it's a family affair. She was funny. She got it. She was up for some banner. One of the questions was something like around
it's gonna be a sick event
being there. She's like, oh, I guess you probably wouldn't need security because like it's listed here as a family event and everyone's very family orientated and you wouldn't need a security. I said, yeah, we don't because of that, but also if there's any dickheads, it's a powerlifting meet and all my friends are huge, so we won't have any problems. Dickheads will be squashed. And then she had a real laugh. I was like, you're good fun.
That's also the good.
It's
a good. But I'm also being serious. Dickheads get weaned. Yeah, dickheads get weaned out in this industry very quickly, which is good.
No.
There's just also no room for dickheads in this sport. It's like there's already so many egos. We don't need to add dickheads already. Okay, like
big personalities too.
We're all big humans.
I think you look at the other thing. I mean, like, really go deep dive in that. A lot of powerlifting gyms are. Who we got?
I will say.
We got podcast.
Oh, well, just real quickly.
Tell him fucking lock it in.
Matt Stenzel just said, "Yeah, man. I just haven't locked it in yet."
Podcast exclusive.
Okay, well, I'm currently podcasting with Johnny, and we cannot wait to see you lock this baby.
Wonder what he can pull.
In. Yeah, brother. I'll be there.
No doubt.
Keen. He'll probably still pull like 330. Yeah, fucker. Now I just gotta wait for Tom, bro, and my life goal.
I'll have to see who the list of males are there, but if he pulls out at 100, he could go overall. Be close. Melon's doing it, yeah. Yeah, I don't know if Ford will be there.
Is Big Melon doing it?
That's my thing. So I was chatting to him. I don't think he's training for it specifically. I think Pro Raw, assume he'd be at Pro Raw. But he's like, man, I'm just going to open like 360
Oh,
and
okay. Yeah,
then
so
I'll
4
just
won't be
pull
there.
whatever's left. I was like,
Yeah,
sick.
he is.
I'd love to. Yeah, I'd love to just open it 360 or three anything, to be honest.
Just opens at 360.
Oh, can you imagine?
I'd love to. Yeah, I'd love
How
to
many
just
reds is that?
fucking
Is
pull
that 7?
360.
Is that almost 7?
One day, baby, I'm coming back.
Damn, 7 reds. 6 reds would be nice.
3757.
Yeah, 325 with the collars, 320 no collars. Man, I'd take
6
no
reds is
collars.
325. Hey.
I'll take
Yeah.
plastic collars, so it's exactly 320.
I'll take all the
I feel like
collars.
that.
I'll take plastic collars on top of
Comp
my
collars. You don't like the comp collars?
shitty fucking the comp ones, just to add a little bit more.
Dude, somehow
Haha.
edit this bit and just put it
Shit,
on the
it's
internet
official
straight
now.
away.
Yes, it's on podcast. You're live.
Yep,
Yes,
Stens later, you're fucking in. Cheers.
definitely editing this video right now.
Excited for Kendra's first
So
stomp too.
it's
She's
on
she's
the
very fired up.
socials.
We're practicing some deadlifts the other day.
We got you.
I'm gonna have to wait a man a little bit because she's
I
turning into
know.
over clean and press. Just trying to overhead the fucking monster.
That's so cool.
So we'll sort that out. But she's ready. State records, capo. Here we go. Yep. Oh yeah, kids division will be a full flight. Probably like up to 20.
That's amazing. You got a few entries in
and
the
a
kid
good
division?
mix of just super junior like
Yeah,
this. I
sick.
think there's a couple like 4 and 6, sort of 8 to 10, and then a good couple of teens like having a good hit out ones that do a bit of training and not just having a little bit of fun like these guys will be, which is cool. And then Capo, we got state records for major 10. So we got national records for major 10, and we'll have state records from the age of 0. So if you've got a junior burger who can pick anything up, I will weigh it, I will weigh them, and then we will record that as a state record. It's gonna be sick. Yeah.
That's amazing. That's the best.
100%. I think great.
It's just such a good foundation to get kids
seeing
in the sport.
a junior lifting some weights and like all the positive health benefits and mental benefits that come from that exposure to lifts, and then for them as a kid, like lifting, like because typical gym setting, it's full of a lot of adults, so that's their opportunity to mix with older people who aren't their parents, and no doubt there's a lot of benefits from that comes from that as well. Like we got some young kids that train at Fortitude, and man, they're just like part of the adult crew now. Like, it'd be insane.
And that's the amount of confidence that's going to give them in the workplace when they go for their first work interview. They're going to know the skills to talk to an adult, which fuck me, in this day and age is so lost because half the thing. I've read a good thing I think we've spoken about it before. Computers, your social media. If they want to talk to someone, they can just instant message them. But if I wanted to talk to my high school girlfriend, I had to call her home phone and then speak to her father or her mother for a little bit, and then possibly
100%. The conversation
skills you want to speak to if you don't forget and accidentally hang up.
They get from just engaging, interacting with strangers and stuff at the gym. And I see that transition with the kids that come and train at the gym. Like they start there when they're sort of 12, 14 thereabouts, and then they're 13, 15, 16. They've done a year or two, and next thing they're chatting to some of the adults about what they did on the weekend and how's things with them, and now it's really cool to see. And when they started, they were like stressed, anxious little messes, and now they're just confident humans.
Yeah, and I love that. That's going to be unreal for them, seeing the genuine care from an adult. That we've had a few kids come in here over the years, probably don't have the best relationship with their parents, but they get around the older fellas in here, and then those older fellas are asking.
I love it.
They
and
show genuine care and empathy,
see the bonding side of it.
That's just gonna make. Now I'm getting emotional.
Guess because as your kids get older, like having a relatable ground for you to share something with them, potentially can be coming further and further apart. But then all of a sudden, mother and father or father, daughter, family start training together. Now all of a sudden they've got this new common ground they get to share with each other, and each week it's their session together, or or they're just at least training in the same gym together and stuff like that. Like that'd be super cool. Yeah, cool's that.
I love watching all of Tim O'Shea's stories of his kids training or him training his kid. Like that, that's so cool, man. I really hope, obviously, that because we're coaches, you do hope your child does probably enjoy the gym, and
Yeah,
I think that
there's some
exposure
really
is a
good
good way to
science that I
start
wish I
with it,
could
and so
remember
hopefully
or
they're more
support it with
confident
the
going
actual
in there.
person who said it. But there's a strong study that said that if you lead with the example of physical activity and time in a gym or something like that, that will rub off, and there's a high percentage chance that your kid will continue on some sort of health fitness endeavor through their later years because of them seeing you do it and building that relationship with it.
Yeah.
Which, regardless of what sport they do or if they do a sport or something, the health benefits that come with them training, particularly as they age and get older themselves, like that's something you really want out of it.
Man, I just like Googled studies of, kids in the gym early, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Strength. There's one study here. Children can improve strength, and it's been cited 153 times. Like children can
Shocking,
improve
'cause
strength by 30 to
half of
50%
that
after
percent
just 8 to
with a
12
well
weeks of a
designed. My
well-designed
program's
program.
really fucking well designed. It's fucking
Yeah,
tight, bro. It's real tight, but I don't have those
my program is
goddamn
like world
adolescent
class, and I'm
gains.
still ain't getting that.
Yeah, that's exciting too. Like that's the one thing I love with training kids. Like the fucking progress they make in a gym is sick. Yeah, like I got a young girl that trains with us. She's an outlier by far.
Yeah,
She
it's
hit a
insane.
150 squat with some reps at nationals, and this week she hit 132 and a half with bare knees for fives on a back squat. That's in, and we don't redline the younger ones, so there's still some reps left in those when we do them, but yeah, the growth they get, the development they get is just next level. Gotta love those young kid hormones just running around. Yeah, well, not for us. We're older. We done.
One day.
It's all right. So it's what coaching's good. We can live.
Not for us anymore.
Better than what I was. Ooh, I like that. Put that on a shirt.
Live through them. Be better than what I was. That's my motto.
Yeah, you write that down, mate. Yeah, we got one. We got oh, hang on.
Oh, that was actually
No
pretty
good.
good.
No glutes, no glory. Can use that one.
Easy.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it just puts a bit of fun in a monster walk, as you're doing your fucking effortless monster walk.
I like that.
Some
No
sort of
glutes, no glory, baby.
boring bridge work or some sort of dull GHR you're doing. Just fucking scream it. No glutes, no fucking glory.
Something.
Yeah, no credit. I can't take credit. That's a Marin Mayhem quote. She likes to throw that one around FB quite
That's a
a
really
lot.
good one, actually.
Yep. Yeah. No glutes, no glory, bro. 100%. And I will ask you
I'm not gonna lie. Like,
one
I'm
question,
about that one.
and that question is, what is jacked?
I've got this. Yes, I am jacked.
No. What are you having for lunch?
Like, was that the question? Oh. Well,
fuck, I did shoulders and back.
Before this podcast,
yeah.
So I trained shoulders and arms this morning with the lads. Fuck that hurts. But then I was so fucked after that. For lunch, I was going to have a steak burger, potato scallops from the place down the road, but I ended up getting it just before we podcasted.
Curried steak pie.
And then, so I got a steak burger, 3 potato scallops, a curried steak pie.
Kit Kat chunky.
Yeah, it was delicious. A 600 ml
just
Coke
straight up.
and a Kit Kat chunky.
Caramel Kit Kat chunky or a normal one?
Yeah, and I'm feeling pretty chunky after it all.
That'll work.
Sorry? No. Just a straight Kit Kat chunky. Can't beat it.
Oh, I do know.
What's your lunch?
I made chicken stroganoff last night. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna eat that. I've got a choice. I've got 3 things to choose from. I've got chicken
Chicken
stroganoff. I've got
stroganoff.
slow cook, beef and pickle, which is
That's
delicious.
mad.
And this one's got a massive pasta bake I made for her. So
Yeah,
I might
right.
even just get around some of that as well because she's been very patient with her cheese sticks or whatever the
Fuck
hell
yeah.
Mum gave her. Yep. Oh yeah, you did. Lunch is next for us before a little nap. She'll nap, I won't, but I'd like a nap. It would be nice. Nah, I got too much to do. It's crazy. Yeah.
I might nap.